All right, guys. Sorry about that. We're going to get this view adjusted in a second. Paul, Careless, Aaron, Megadog, great to see you guys. Gentleman Prospector, how's it going, Paul? Takes forever to this delay to kick in. Says I'm live. Well, there we go. All right, we got a little bit of a lean to us. Let me fix that. I'll bring my tablet with me here. We'll see how that looks. Oh, holy crap. David Peckham is right there. So I do apologize, and the tripod view is not the greatest. So it is Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to anybody in the chat. I was on the phone with Dad, and it kind of ran late. And then when I ran out here, everything was all set up except for my tripod. And then I couldn't find the thing that clamps onto the tripod to hold my phone. So as of right now, I did what most men do when we can't fix something, is I put duct tape on it. So you guys are duct taped. I'm going to adjust the angle downwards a little bit so we can see a bit more. We don't need all this head space, but James, Chris, Gail, Little Rookie. Hey, Little Rookie. All right, let's adjust that angle. If you guys fall in the water, I apologize, but it is Gorilla Tape duct tape, so it should hold pretty much anything. How's that? Let's see how that looks. There we go. I think that's good. Yeah, that looks all right. Good enough for the girls I go with, anyways. All right, so 11 people watching already. I just started. And thanks, guys, for sticking it out. Like I said, was talking to Dad, and Dad's in the hospital right now. He's doing good. They've moved him into physiotherapy, so he'll be home shortly, which is awesome. Hey, Miguel, welcome. Flower Gold Wizards. How's it going, pal? Great to see you, Jason. Happy Father's Day. All right. All right. So as you can see, as always, the smooth water sluice head is running mint. The sluice, however, is not. So let's take a look here. Get some of these bubbles out of here. Get some of the bubbles out of here before we put more bubbles in here. It's actually a warmer day today than when I did the last one, so I didn't bring the beer out to float in the pool because I don't want to get warm. No, ain't nobody wants warm beer. Yes, we haven't added any bubbles yet, so everyone, I come for the gold, I stay for the bubbles, right? I see how it is. That middle mat still looks like it's running rough though. I'm gonna put a little scoop down and have a look and see how the cons run over it. No, it's holding. Cons good. Good enough. I don't know about that duck. You know what? So let's get some bubbles in here. So today's concentrates, back at the same creek. Let's see how that looks. So we were back at the same creek. The thumbnail for this video, that whole bank where you see where all the roots are torn away, that's where I dug. So we've got a full bucket of cons, speed pans, so probably 30 pans or so panned down to fit into a pail and brought home. It should be a good spot, but I will say the water is super, super high up here this year. And I'm having difficulty getting into some of my best spots. So it is what it is. You know, we've been doing pretty good, 0.12, 0.15 around there. But I really want to get into the honey hole. The good news is, I mean, it saves it, right? I won't burn it out early in the year and then have to start traveling to New England to get gold. So yeah, we went pretty good on the bubbles so far. So let's see how that holds up. Our fine gold will not be floating away today. Broke ass prospector, welcome, pal. Dylan, great to see you. Great to hear about your metal detecting adventure. So close to the edge. They are looking pretty scrumptious. We do have environmentally friendly dish soap today. It is lemongrass and tea tree oil, in case anyone is interested. We got Careless is going to make soap. We got Stoney's wife is going to make candles. We got Aaron selling cell phone cases at the mall. You guys are going to have the food court just absolutely conquered by the time y'all are done. Man, those bubbles smell absolutely terrific. Not going to lie. Mega Dog gonna open up the snow cone shop. You guys are gonna have quite the little strip mall going. What's everybody doing for Father's Day today? Anything good? I'm just kind of chilling. I got my cards and stuff from the kids. My oldest is 20 now, so he can buy Dad beer for Father's Day. So I got that going for me. So just for you Americans, the drinking age here in Canada, not all of Canada, in most provinces it's 19, and in Quebec it's 18. Some pretty nice looking cons today, actually, not gonna lie. I'm already seeing some pyrite piling up in the first riffles, which is a good sign. But the nice thing, if you'd see the thumbnail for this live, like I said, that's where I was digging, and the bank is all naturally eroded, and there's lots of exposed roots, and I was digging right in and under that stuff. So, hoping for some good results today. Dehydrated jalapeno chips actually sound pretty good, pal. I will absolutely drink a beer just for you, Joe. So how do I like the Flower Gold Wizards sluice head? I absolutely love it. I say it every time I do a live and almost every video, and it'll appear again. My next video coming out tomorrow has that sluice head in it. I absolutely love it. It is by far the smoothest sluice header I've ever used. I have another one from Dream Mat, and I have the one that I bought with the Gold Hug, and this is way, way better. I think Aaron, are you and Little Rookie still camping? Because you may or may not have missed Jason's video that came out today, where he showcases all those sluice heads. So they are officially, I mean, he was selling them anyways, but they are kind of officially out. And yeah, it's awesome. The 10 inch would be great, gentlemen. You know, this is an 1100 GPH pump. It runs the 6 with the Gold Hog just fine. I don't know that you'd have to step it up. Depends, I guess, what matting you'd be using. But and I thought 1100. I actually have a speed controller. I thought, pardon me. I thought 1100 would be way too much for this little sluice, but it is with the smooth water, absolutely perfect. And one of these days, maybe next time I do okay, those bubbles are getting impressive. Anyway, maybe next time I do one of these lives, I also have the Dream Mat, the Trek Sluice, which actually you can fit on the end of the Gold Hog and run almost, you know, a sluice that's twice as long. It works great at capturing that flower gold. And when I run that, it works so well that I don't even feel I have to run my material twice, because I always run my stuff twice, and I have never caught any, after running it through this followed by the Dream Mat sluice, I've never ever caught anything on the second run, ever. But the ripples are dancing really, really well. Like I said, getting a flash of pyrite every once in a while, which means we're off to a good start. As for the cons, themselves. I don't know if you guys could tell from there, but they're really, really nice dark concentrates. So fingers crossed. Hey, Mentally Corrupted. Happy Father's Day to you as well, buddy. Rocky Mountain Brad, welcome, pal. Great to see you. Hope you're feeling good. You're on the mend completely. That is a lot of bubbles. That is a ton of bubbles. Holy smokes. Onwards. The joys of prospecting in the river. I thought I had something cool there, and that looks to be a piece of glass. Alrighty then. That's right, Carolus. The Exxon Valdez has nothing on me. Let's take care of those bubbles. That oil, lickety split, man. All those hippie volunteers will show up with their Dawn dish soap trying to wash all those little ducklings. Too late. My cloud of bubbles would have already come through, taking care of everything. Hey, Outdoor Wally, great to see you, pal. Mama Bird, howdy. Don't think I said hi to you earlier. That's an interesting looking rock. The heck is that? Oh, wow. We'll move some of these bubbles so you guys can see what's going on, but I'll show you this rock. So you guys can see that. Look at the amount of the sulfur vein that's in there. That's kind of awesome. Hopefully you guys can see that. I can't see what you're looking at, but neat. This is awesome. Whew. David Peckham's fighting him out underneath the sluice. He's clean for sure. Santa beard it for Wally, maybe next time, but believe me, the amount of soap that's in there, and by the looks of it, I'll have more. Dave L., where did I get the sluice head? That is the Flower Gold Wizards smooth water sluice head. You can get those from Jason at Flower Gold Wizards. If you go to his YouTube channel, his email is down there. I'll put it whenever this becomes a video. I'll put the link into the description for you. But that sluice head, this is the 6-inch, is $40 plus $17 shipping, and there's no tax on that. I can't describe it to you, but these, it's actually a good sign. So anyone that prospects a lot knows that if you have cons and you leave them sit for a couple days or overnight, and when you go to process them, they smell. They get that sulfury iron smell. That is always a good sign. That means you've got black sands in there. And that's the black sands almost like, it's almost as if they rust in with all your cons because you disturbed them. Selena, welcome. Yes, we are processing some dirt here, hoping to get a whole bunch of gold out of it. GPS chips in his sluice heads. That would be, well, I mean, he's a long drive, right? I've been down there. I've been to the beaches and stuff, and that's 14 hours. So, and I believe he's south of there. So he's looking at 16, 17 hours if he wants to come up here. He may, if there's better places to prospect if he's going to travel that far. Hey. Probably already missed you, but Metally Corrupted, thanks at least for stopping by. Much appreciated, pal. Hey, Vester, welcome. Yeah, these bubbles may be rising for the next foreseeable future because I just knocked them down and they just came back up. Yeah, these cons absolutely reek. Whew. Like I said, it's that sulfur smell. We got there. A nice piece of jasper there. Good size one too. Lots of broken quartz in here, which is also a good sign. Hey, troubled one in the house. Welcome, pal. Thank you for joining. I could have done laundry at the same time with that. So you may be right, Megadoc. You may absolutely be right. Wes in the house. Great to see you, Wesley. Running your power head because I don't run any other power heads. Stoner's Code. Absolutely encourage anybody and everybody to get into the hobby. Start out, get yourself some gold pay dirt, some practice, especially if prospecting runs in the history of your family. That's absolutely awesome. It doesn't in mine. I had to learn from scratch, but very, very rewarding hobby. You're not getting rich anytime soon, but boy, is it great being out there. And you'll see, if you watch my videos, even this week's coming and the last one I put out, I mix in a bit of fishing, a little bit of everything, even while I'm out there for the day. I like to make a day out of it. Just keeping an eye on my tailings bucket. I can see it through the bubbles probably a lot better than you guys can. But honestly, guys, I wasn't joking. You guys are literally duct taped to the tripod right now. Because I can't find the piece. They clamped my phone. Yeah, Aaron, absolutely. So I learned the same way. I bought my property for hunting. I didn't buy it for prospecting. And the old timers that, the old guy that owned the property, he wanted to come up every year and ask, if he could come up and join us for deer hunting. And luckily, I felt bad for him because he had to sell the property for health reasons. But he told us the story about the gold mine that's was upstream in the Trommel and took us down there on the four-wheeler, showed us everything. I mean, this was years and years ago, and I've been hooked ever since. But yeah, absolutely, YouTube. There's so many videos how to pan, whether it's gold is where you find it. Stony Spark Chaser has some good ones as well. Just watch people pan. It's the easiest way. And you know what? There are some YouTubers, nobody here in the chat, there are some YouTubers that make a huge deal out of being able to gold pan. It's really not all that hard. It's 90, I would say 90% of gold panning is just trust. Just trust that, when you do the right things, just trust that gold is going to be stuck to the bottom of that pan. That's really 90% of it. Now, I have seen some people, mind you, out in my travels in New England and that were absolutely terrible gold panners, but I think those cases were more so a lack of caring than anything else. All right, tailings. I need to get that tailings bucket swapped out. That's the beauty of this setup. Not only the bubbles, but the ability to change this on the fly is so killer. Those bubbles smell terrific. Alberta, Canada, there's some great gold out in Alberta. Outfish Ontario, welcome. I'm in Ontario right now myself. Little Rookie is already 90% pro. Watching her pan yesterday was awesome. Nothing pleases me more than to see another generation of kids not only prospecting, but just getting outside in general. It is Father's Day, so especially Stoney's got 2 young kids. Certainly don't expect anyone to stick around if they've got family stuff going on. But I'm glad Stoney at least said hello to everybody. Absolutely troubled one. I absolutely agree. Panning is one of the most relaxing things. You don't get stressed over it. And, I mean, you guys have seen my panning station in the basement. I've got the oil change pan. You know what? If I don't think I got everything, empty the pan, run it again, and then you get to relax even more, right? So if you don't get stressed, you're going to be a better panner. Trust that the gold's going to stick to the bottom of the pan. Just relax and enjoy yourself. Even this, I could sit here with a cold beer and run this sluice feeding dirt all day, whether it had gold in it or not. I just enjoy it that much. So Careless was telling me in Ohio they're having a heat wave. All you Georgia and Missouri people, probably that's like just normal weather to you, but it's headed this way. So it's supposed to it's supposed to be humid and reach a high of 97 tomorrow. So I'm not quite sure. I'm not working tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I'm going to spend it in the creek or in the house. Probably both. I do like on a hot day heading down to the creek. As long as you don't stress yourself out digging too hard, the water is really cool and relaxing. And oh, we're getting to the bottom of the bucket, and it absolutely stinks. But yeah, that's your heavies hanging there on the bottom, all your iron and your sulfites. And yeah. Nice, Stoner Scroll. That's awesome. So looking forward to your channel. The YouTube prospecting and gold community is a fantastic place to be. Very supportive. Everybody supports each other. You know, and yeah, how about it? Look, GoPro 12. You're about 4 GoPros ahead of me. I'm like an 8 or something like that. We got a Walmart Home Depot argument. Well, not an argument. I think you guys agree with each other. We got big orange versus big blue going on over there. That is indeed, Steve, my bubble bath. Whenever the stream is done, I just hop in. I don't even have to grab soap. Cold beer, just kind of chill in there. Chambo in the house. Welcome, pal. Steve. Forgot to say hi when I was replying to your comment. Eagle Eye Prospectors in the house. Welcome. It's a beautiful day. I'll actually be glad to get rid of this bucket for the second run, empty it out, because that will get rid of the stench. It is absolutely horrid. I did my digging a couple of days ago, so this has been sitting in the hot sun for a couple of days with all that iron and sulfites in it, so it's kind of raunchy. I mean, like I said, these are speed pan concentrates, right? So yeah, that's the second piece of river of glass that I pulled out of there. And the worst part is that just goes to show you when people litter, you know, that's probably it's green glass, so probably from a beer or wine bottle. Whatever it's from, regardless. You know, somebody's thrown that into the river at some point. And where I prospect is nowhere near civilization. So for that glass to have gotten all the way down the river, you know, it just goes to show you the impact that people throwing the crap around has. You know, and people may say that prospectors harm the environment, but the general public is way, way worse. I always, you know, I don't, not necessarily here at this spot where I prospect because it's my land, but when I'm out prospecting and metal detecting, I bring back more trash with me than anything. Picking up crap that people left laying around. Fishing, same deal. I pick up so much junk. The bottom of my con smell like dead crayfish. That could be it too. Absolutely, troubled one. That can happen. I've had weird stuff show up in pay dirt before too. That's good to know, Dylan. You know, hygiene is important, pal. show us how to shotgun that beer. No, I don't actually have a beer with me. Though, like I said, the water, it is a warmer day than last time, so I didn't bring the beer out. I want it to be cold when I have it. But I will be having a beer shortly. 10 to 5 already. Yeah, Outfish Ontario, you know, when I go out fishing, I almost don't like fishing public places anymore because of all the crap that I see laying around on the shore. And if I'm being honest, some, you know, not all fishermen, honestly, because I'm not like that, and I hope you're not like that, but, you know, fishermen are some of the worst. The amount, especially, like, not, I find it's not people that take fishing seriously, but, you know, the guys that go out with the bobbers and the worms, those are the ones that are always leaving old fishing line and friggin' hooks and styrofoam worm containers everywhere. Pop cans, drives me absolutely friggin' nuts. Hey, gentleman prospector, how's it going? Little rookie, why would you want to be a moderator? So Careless runs my moderating team, but you don't need to be a moderator to be special. Absolutely not, Little Rookie. Everybody knows who Little Rookie is now. That really stinks. Oh, don't be like that, Little Rookie. I'll put a Santa beard on with those goggles for you later. How's that? All right, so that was run number 1. The Sluice, the riffles look great. Really, no, they're exchanging really well. There's really no need to swap to pull the mats just yet. We'll have time to pull the mats after run number 2 for some panning, but actually, but when I'm streaming on the phone, I really don't like messing with my YouTube channel. So the fact is, this I couldn't make anyone a mod right now if I wanted to. This tablet is on a second account that I use. That account is the ATC account that is a moderator, but I don't like being in my YouTube account while I'm streaming, so I created a second one. And that account can't make anybody mod. Only my original one can. Have a good one, Vester. Spam account. It's not a spam account. Holy cow, those bubbles are taking over. All right, let's get ready for the second run. Let that one get a little full, actually. Yeah, now the concentrates smell much better. They smell like lemon and tea tree oil from all the bubble, or from all the dish soap in there. Bubbles everywhere. Yeah, there is a pool under there somewhere. Corey Howard, welcome. They are good looking cons. I'm a little bit stoked. I don't want to count my chickens before they're hatched, but like I said, I was right. I think you were away at the time, gentlemen. When I mentioned where you see me digging in the thumbnail, that's exactly where these cons are from, right under an old root system. And there's a channel in there this year because the river is so high. So I'm hoping you guys can join me for my premiere tomorrow night on my newest video. We went all out. We upped the production budget for tomorrow's video to $12 from $8.75. So it's going to be mint. Let's not be talking mankinis out here. That's just not happening. This is not a Borat type stream. That's one thing that's nice about the gold hog matting is it doesn't fill up very quick. So the nice thing is you don't have to change your mats every bucket. You can do it every second bucket like we're doing today. The bad thing is that it does hold a lot. So versus say a dream mat holds way less. So there's way less panning to do after using dream mat. But that being said, I also enjoy panning. So. Take a break and join the chat. I'm gonna have a cigar. My kids bought me for Father's Day beer and cigars. So either they really love me or they're trying to kill me. One or the other. But I don't smoke all the time. So luckily it's just a treat for me. But the day is getting longer. I don't know if you guys can hear that. My air conditioning unit's right kind of beside you. I have the central air conditioning, and it just kicked in. So it's getting late in the day, but it's getting hotter instead of colder, which is not a good thing. Stoner Scout. Again, if you're going to be part of the gold community, you better get used to it. And this is as how would I put that? As gnarly as it gets. I mean, that's pretty much as far as it goes. But everyone here likes to have a good time. It's really It's really the reason why I stream and why I join other people's streams is this community, right? It's just another opportunity. It's not even about what I'm doing here sometimes, it's just about everybody having a spot to get together, right? I agree, gentlemen. I will be having an adult beverage shortly. We'll do that before we start painting. I just cracked this pack, so there are 8 of them in a pack, so nothing to say I can't have another stogie either, right? I like the great big ones, but I don't want my kids spending 50. Well, maybe I do want my oldest is working. He can spend $50 on a cigar for me, but I wouldn't want him to waste his money on that. Careless is just here for the byproducts, right? She likes to see the gold because technically gold is almost like a rock. It's a metal, but Careless likes the byproducts. So she just kind of seagulls in there. It's like those seagulls. Careless is like one of those seagulls from the parking lot at McDonald's that gets your fries that are left over. I'm just picking Careless. Don't get mad at me. Yeah, I mean everyone knows each other here well enough that no one gets mad. But that goes back to the whole point I'm trying to make. Is it's such a chill place to on YouTube to hang out with all the other prospectors. And there's a little something for everybody. There's folks that do late night type shows that are a little bit more uh, or less PG-13 than this, but you know. Well, thanks, Stoner Scotty. I appreciate it. I do this almost every weekend, but not every weekend. I am setting my shop up and collecting some dirt to do over the winter as well in the garage. I own probably about 45-gallon pails, and I've got a 45-gallon drum in the shop too. And typically by the end of fall, that's full. Uh, so I don't have to actually head out in the winter like poor Flower Gold Wizards does. But you know what? I'm starting to think that I wouldn't mind going out and trying. If the water stays high enough, I wouldn't mind going out and trying it. Hey, welcome, Panama Prospector. I hadn't seen you here. Great to see you. I agree, Broadcast Prospector. I absolutely agree. Yes, that's it. And those buckets, Mama, the beauty of them is they stack and nest all together, and you can have 40 of them, and it doesn't take up a ton of space. Um, but I've made the mistake now. Oh, Aaron, I'll be done by 6, and I'll probably be in the house in time to watch yours. So don't bother rescheduling it. Oh, that's awesome. Are you guys still camping, Aaron? Have a good one, troubled one. Great to see you, pal. Aaron's on the couch eating chips. That's not supposed to happen. It is funny though, when you get in these communities and you meet all these people, and you get so used to, every time I see Aaron, he's in a creek, right? He's either in a creek or he's doing what I'm doing right now, processing concentrates. You never think of people doing anything else but what you see them doing on YouTube, right? Careless put out a really good short earlier. Everyone should go check that out as well. That really suits your personality. Oh, there's another piece of glass. God damn it. That actually suits your personality, Careless. Like us doing shorts video of different things. I like, I'm more like the long video type because I can't convey what I want to get across in 60 seconds or less. Hey, Scotland's here. Scotland is finally in the house. Scotland, who gave me shit earlier, said, don't move your stream again. I want to come watch your stream. Shows up an hour late. Welcome, Scotland. Good to have you, pal. Hey, that's gold. If anyone here is not subscribed to That's Gold, you need to click that. That guy makes awesome videos. Anyway, I better scoop some more cons in before now that Scotland's here to give me crap if I don't keep up the pace. Have I found any nuggets in my tailings piles? Not in my tailings piles. And I would, it depends, Stoner's Code, what you define as a nugget. So to me, a nugget is anything over half a gram. I've never, I found one piece in in probably close to 20 years of prospecting. And that was New England, and that weighed 0.688 grams. And I found a specimen earlier this year, but that only weighed 0.3. The Sluice Mega Dog's not running hot at all. That's 9 degrees. That's where I have it tested. That's where I've run it. I put, I have a video out on it somewhere. I think it's called Sluice Wars, that video. But I put a full gram of gold through the sluice at this 9 degrees with 1100 GPH, and I lost 0.02 grams of gold. So I had like a 98% capture rate, which is pretty damn good actually. And I always run everything, even this stuff that I'll have run twice by the end of the stream, goes into the last chance for glory pile, and it all ends up getting run again. much more pleasant experience running these the second time after the bubbles have washed them out and they don't stink. There's a really, really nice piece of quartz right there. Wow. That is so white, I thought it was a tooth for a second. That would be a first, finding a tooth in your cons. So Sebastian, the raw value of the gold I've collected so far, just prospecting alone, I should hit an ounce this year. But again, that's after 20 years. So an ounce of 24 karat gold. It's debatable whether you could sell placer gold at 24 karat gold price. Typically, it goes for 80% of spot, which in US dollars is probably about $1,800 US. I'm not getting rich off of this. And I think, Aaron did a video, Gold is Where You Find It did a video. I did a video as well. And the two of us were very, very similar, between like $2 and $3 an hour. If you like living in a tent and you love ramen noodles, prospecting may be the job or the career for you. And thank you for the sub, Sebastian. I appreciate that, pal. Welcome to the community. All right. I don't say this often, but I think I overdid the bubbles this time. Yeah, James, I highly doubt Clash pays 24 karat. He says you can sell it to vendors like him for spot, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I do know people that, to be honest, I do know people that have sold gold to Shane, and they were not disappointed. And they said he was a great guy to deal with. But that's as far as it goes for me. I don't sell it. I've never sold any, so I wouldn't know. Well, time to change out the tailings bucket. go. We got bubble hat. We got people asking for more bubbles. We've had people asking for bubble hats, bubble Santa beards. It looked like this guy with one of those bubble beards on. They do smell fantastic. To change the channel to all things bubbles. Throw some food coloring in the bubbles. I don't have any food coloring. I'm not much of a baker. You think Momo would like my bubbles, Mama? As long as Momo doesn't use my water to shave, it'd be all right. I could get a little nasty. Almost done run two. All right. Never, ever give up on the bottom of a bucket when you're prospecting. Or sitting on your butt at home running a sluice for that matter. There we go. Nice and clean. All right. Bill Gnome looks shocked because he's trying to put the Gorilla Tape over ATC's mill. Welcome, Militant. It is that gold. I absolutely love that head. All right, so 2-minute break. I'm gonna grab myself a couple of brewskis so we can relax and get a little bit of panning done. I'll be right back. You guys want to, never good to drink alone. If anyone else wants to grab a beer with me, that would be great. Soda for the youngins, whatever. Then we're gonna pan out some gold and we'll get this done. We got half an hour. Aaron's gonna be live, which is, well, I'll have a premiere anyways, which I'm anxious for. So we're gonna make sure that we don't run past 6. I'm gonna go grab a couple pints and I will be right back. Just give us a minute. Those bubbles are quite the sight to come back to. Today's Sluice from the Bucket with ATC brought to you by Bush. Not a sponsor, but they should be. Cheers, folks. Happy Father's Day. No mankini. Nobody wants to see that. Thank you. I do really like this shirt. It is the most comfortable shirt I own. It's actually made out of silk, which I got this in Mexico. Yeah, little rookie. What Careless said, smoking is bad. I mean, realistically, um, as I said, I'm not a regular smoker. I like an occasional cigar now and then, but um, I used to smoke when I was younger. I used to smoke, and I never knew how bad smoking made me feel until I quit. And then I realized when I started to get my breath back and started to be able to be more active and not lose my breath. And you know, you wake up, waking, you know, and I was kind of being from the military is over particular about it. So you know, I wash my every time I'd have a cigarette, I'd have to wash my hands and brush my teeth, and it's a terrible hobby that at the time. Luckily, I'm past it now, but I wished at the time I had never started. So anyway, that's your PBS public service announcement for the day. Actually, militant. That's how I quit smoking, was vaping. Not the manliest of hobbies, but um, it did wonders for my lungs. Definitely. I'm not saying that vaping is better than doing nothing by any means, but it certainly killed the cravings for the cigarettes, and you know, and then I just slowly quit vaping. And there you go, militant. I mean, if it's helping you quit, then that's great. That's awesome. Time early. It does absolutely make your lungs way better than it's way better on your lungs than smoking is. That's for sure. Like you'll notice if you change, you'll notice the difference. But the best thing, as Carla said, a little rookie, don't start at all. Don't do any of it. So, what's everyone else doing for supper tonight? So, supper tonight for me is homemade onion rings and Italian sausage on a bun. It's not overly healthy, but it's Father's Day. So, today's not about being healthy for you. There you go, Megan Dog. That's where it's at, pal. A couple of those on a bun. Nice mustard and chopped onions. Steak and shrimp. Bugger the sausage. I'm heading over to Panama. We're all going to Panama. Boating right down that canal. Francisco. So the sluice, that's not the power head it came with, but the sluice, the pump, with the mat and the leg kit, you can get that off Gold Hog with the power head that they make. I have that in my basement as well. The whole setup is about $250 American, and then the pool was $20 on Amazon, and then you just have to run buckets. So under $300, and you're up and running with your very own little backyard mining setup. So actually, tomorrow's video that's coming out tomorrow night is actually how to set one of these up, and me prospecting and actually kind of loose, having a campfire, firing off a bunch of fireworks. It's not a bad video. As I said, we upped our production budget to $12, up from $9.25. Should be a good one. Happy Father's Day to you, Francisco, as well. Do I want some dirt from places no people ever go? That absolutely sounds like a trap. Not gonna lie. Nothing wrong with a little barbecue chicken breast, gentlemen. Had that the other night. Nice Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce on it. It was really good. All right. Suppose this sluice mat's not going to take care of itself, is it? That would be great if I had a system that did that and all I had to do was dig. Hell, if I could find someone to dig for me, I could just sit here and drink beer and smoke cigars all day. Oh, you're a caver. That's pretty cool, actually. Domino's. We have a Domino's here in town. It's not terrible. I like my pizza a little more homemade, a little thicker, but Domino's is edible. I like their chicken wings too, actually. Domino's is great food if there's like a hockey or a football game on. Or get yourself a pizza, some wings, a few pints. All right, we're going to interrupt the sluice action for a moment. Unfortunately, I can't pull you guys in to look at the mats today because you are duct taped to the tripod. But we will find that piece, or I'll get another one from Amazon. No big deal for next time. But what I will do is I will show you the cons in the pan, which, pretty much the same thing. I'm going to get some water in this gold pan. I'm already seeing some gold, guys. Right up in the first mat, there's some flakes. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get this close enough so you guys can see it. Quite a bit of pyrite as well. Pyrite is a curse this year. I have never had a year where I've gotten into the pyrite so much. I don't want to spill anything. Nice thing about this gold hog matting is it has those edges on it. But I don't know if you guys can make out some of that shiny in those top riffles. Wish I could see what you're seeing. Unfortunately, I can't. And there's a couple nice garnets in there as well. we got to do, stand that straight up in the pan. Flip her around and flex your ripples out. Boom, easy peasy. These things are actually a pleasure to clean. And I've never actually found anything in there, but I will later on clean the dirt out from the sluice. I just want to get it back up and running because it keeps things nice and chilled to listen to that water go all day. Plus, those awesome bubbles won't maintain themselves. We're going to pour off some of the water in there. Alrighty. And we're going to convert this. We'll move this over a bit. We're going to convert that into a panning station. Beautiful. Got some ants floating in there we'll get rid of. I can hear the cries for help from here. Little dish soap in our panning station. Get that mixed in. And we're about to pan her out. Oh, beautiful, beautiful day. Yes, I tossed the ant. The gnome has come to life. And I wipe out in the bubbles. They're not that bad. Oh, okay, yeah, they are pretty bad. I'll give you that. Brewer's in the house. Welcome, pal. Great to see you. How's it going, Hobo Rob? How's the foot, pal? I didn't ask you that lately, I don't think. Oh yeah, lots of pyrite in there. Is it just me or do these bottles just keep coming? I haven't added anything. lots and lots of pyrite, but that went a lot quicker than last week's. Last week's had so much black sand in it. It was crazy. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest with you. Obviously, the gold will be hidden under there, but let me give you guys a look. If you take a quick, nice close look, you're going to see lots of pyrite and lots of garnet in there. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'll run back and see what that looks like for you guys on the tablet. You can see gold already. I don't see gold, but that being said, oh, I do. Actually, you know what? Good eye, Scotland. You're right. I do see one piece I can see, but it's still fairly thick. You think the gnome added some bubbles? He's a mischievous looking little bastard, isn't he? There should be, I mean, if there's gold at the top, there should be more because that's still pretty thick. Yeah. That gnome is like a walking advertisement for Canadian legalized cannabis right there. Yeah. We'll have to come up with a name for the gnome. His eyes actually glow at night. See that? Duct tape keeps your empty beer from flying away in the wind. What doesn't duct tape do? Okay. That was the part I hate doing. I wouldn't normally do this if I wasn't doing a live for you guys. Is to get everything from the big pan into the little finishing pan. Honestly, normally I could just finish this in my, unless it's super fine flour gold, I typically would just finish it in a larger pan. Find it so much easier to process. And after using that big pan, this thing weighs like nothing. So it's hard to really kind of gauge your movements. Almost need to take like a longer break between the big pan and the smaller pan. Could probably, and I forgot it because I thought I learned the lesson last week, I could probably have classified that too, down to 10 mesh. We got a picker, folks. Holy snap. No way. I think it's a picker. I haven't tried picking it up, and if it's really thin, I'm going to be super disappointed. Right there. That's probably Scotland, the piece that was poking out through the top. That's awesome. I don't normally get gold like that. Take a breath. I'm a little bit excited there. Hey, John R. All right. We got some flower gold down the sides as well. John R. prospecting in the house. Another guy, like me, who caught the went out on the river and caught the bug. I'm going to rush this a little bit, but I'm not going to dump anything out of this pan, so that way I can keep everything and repan it. But I want to make sure that I'm done in time for Gold is Where You Find Its premiere. I can confirm that is indeed a picker. That's awesome. That is fantastic. I never find gold that big, hardly. Paid off digging in those roots. I will get some of this black sand down so I can show you guys. Now, obviously, public service announcement. I don't go digging in the roots of live trees. This was, as you see from the thumbnail, roots of half-dead stuff and stuff that was buried underwater. We got a really nice haul here. Not as many pieces as I normally get, but the pieces are much bigger. And at least two of the pieces, including that picker, are chunkier. So normally what I do for you guys is, I've done the last couple streams is show you with a dime for scale, because this is going to look way bigger than it actually is. But unfortunately, because I can't find the attachment for my phone, I can't do that got pickers sliding all over the place. I can't do that. So I'm going to show you guys, but I want you guys to keep in mind, because I don't want to be one of those YouTubers that all the gold I found and you zoom into 100 and it looks massive. Other than the picker, this is probably somewhere around 0.1, 0.13. I don't know what the picker weighs, but I will put that out on a video for sure. Nice EMF and welcome, pal. Ben Sluice straight out of Bubbletown. I like it. Ben Sluice it is. Welcome to the channel, Ben. There you go, buddy. A little something for Ben. All right. So let me show you the $20 worth of gold that 8 hours of digging can get you. There it is. We'll bring you guys up for the total. It's not a massive amount, but that picker is awesome. And speaking of pickers, come on, you. Will it pass the picker test? It did. I heard it. Let's do that again. Here's the picker test. As I almost knocked my pan out of my hand. Wouldn't that have been raunchy? So yeah, I'll dry that up, get a weight on it, probably post a little short video at some point this week showing me processing it, but super happy with that. I don't get pickers. I may get 2 pickers a year, and I prospect probably a day, a week minimum. Most weeks 2 days, so that's fantastic for me. It's a small picker. I'm barely able to get it up, but it's a picker nonetheless. You guys heard it, okay? EMF, I'm absolutely flooded out of my usual spots. This came from a side channel that normally only runs first in the spring. It's absolutely crazy here this year. You heard the fart, Careless. If I let one rip, everybody would hear the fart, not just you. I know the fart you heard was probably yours, wasn't it? We're very mature around here. Anyways, guys, I am just now looking at the time. I want to head over and watch Aaron's premiere. Gold is where you find it. Let's pack this up. Everybody head over to Gold is where you find it. I'll on deck take my phone really quick so I can join you guys. But I want to thank everybody for coming, everybody for joining. I want to wish everybody a happy Father's Day. Have a great time. Hug your kids. Have something good for supper. A couple nice cold beverages. And make the most of the rest of your day and get outside. So let's all head over to where Gold is where you find its channel with Aaron and Little Rookie. And check out what they've been up to. Hope to see you guys there. Cheers. We'll get a weight on this, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow on my next premiere. Remember, up production budget, $12 for this video, up from $9.25. See you guys there. Cheers.